Well, welcome back. It's the Tee Up with Brent Lael. And Brent, we're starting with a controversy on the football field this week and a playoff loss for the London Beefeaters.
Yeah, what would have been a last-second victory and a berth in the OFC final was stolen from the Beefeaters by the referees. With 5 seconds left against Hamilton, the Beefeaters come up with a game-winning field goal block and they celebrate a 23-20 win. However, multiple referees threw flags for too many men on the field. They would eventually lose the game in overtime. The problem is they didn't have too many men on the field. They only had 12 players, so a miscount by the officials essentially ended their season.
Anytime your season ends so abruptly, I think it's obviously disappointing. We thought we had a chance to win the game, and some of the circumstances surrounding the end of the game definitely add to the disappointment, but we're usually disappointed every year at some point when the season ends without a championship. So we're just trying to get ready for the next year.
Brutal way to end for sure. Brent, we're also looking forward to a battle between a pair of unbeaten teams in OUA football.
Yeah, rivals Laurier and Western, both 7-0 going into the final regular season game. The winner gets the #1 seed and a first-round bye.
If you look kind of over the last 10 years or so, a lot of times it's been the team that got the bye that won the Yates Cup. It's a huge advantage, not having to risk injuries. Yeah, this is a huge game.
The pivotal clash could come between Laurier's stout run defense, which allows the fewest yards per game, and Western's rush offense led by Ethan Dolby. He set a single-season rushing record at Western, passing legend Tim Tyndale this week. He'll add to that total as they play the Golden Hawks. Kickoff is 1 p.m. at Western. And how about this? The CCH Crusaders jumped to 3rd in the country, according to Canada Football Chat. They are 5-0, and they'll be heavy favorites when they wrap up the regular season Friday afternoon against St. Joe's.
Now, Brent, a local team is headed overseas in a sport with growing interest worldwide.
Yeah, Carla, I can honestly say I'd never heard of walking soccer until this group of women reached out to me. Team Canada getting some training at the BMO Centre before taking on the world later this month in Spain. Walking soccer requires 1 foot on the ground at all times, and it's intended for players who struggle with the wear and tear of running. This group of women will compete across Ontario in the 50-plus division and includes 6 Londoners.
Walking soccer is a great new sport. It's bigger in Europe. It's just developing here. We're trying to get it going. It's for people that can't run anymore, don't want to get tackled, don't want to get hurt. And it's still the same skill level, if anything more, because you have to pace the ball and you can't run onto it.
And finally, Brent, a London boxer is a world champion after a win in Washington, D.C. this week.
Yeah, Natasha Spence went 5 years without an in-ring fight because no one was willing to touch gloves with her. This week, she showed why so many women were afraid. With a booming right hand and relentless pressure, Natasha the Nightmare Spence is the new WBA female international middleweight world champion.
The late nights, the pain, the loneliness, the doubt, I knew it would all pay off.
The 40-year-old Londoner out of Boomers Boxing Club has been fighting above her weight class against the top contenders in the world. Now she's back where she belongs and has her confidence and swagger back after a pair of victories.
Just have fun, and when I have fun, I flow, and results.
She earned the nickname The Nightmare by striking fear into her opponents. Now she has her sights set on an iconic WBA title.
We won a green belt at Boomers. We're representing a legacy for Boomers, and we want to just keep hanging them belts in the club.
What's good with you, all right?
A thrill for her was having the support and backing of boxing legend Roy Jones Jr.
After my fight, he came up to me and was like, we got to talk. He's like, you're the real deal.
After returning back to London, she got a special call.
I look at my phone, it says Roy Jones Jr. on it, and I'm still like, is this real? Nothing but great things to say, and he's an amazing man.
From London, Ontario. Now she's out here hanging out with the world champ, Roy Jones Jr. Y'all must have forgot, right? So it's real, recognized real at the end of the day.
Spence has become an overnight success, 21 years in the making. Her birth certificate says 40, but her mind and body think differently.
Anyone that knows me knows I live, breathe, eat, sleep, walk, talk boxing. Like, I shadow box in my sleep. I shadow box in the grocery store. Like, gotta buy a new display shelf. More room for more belts.
She'll take a brief break after the wear and tear of an 8-round bout, but it won't be long before she's back in the ring.
That's just been the name of my game, is stay ready. When the call comes, we answer it. It's that simple.
Brent Lale, CTV News.